What's up, guys?
What's happening, everyone? Time for another malt review, and actually a bourbon review. I wanted to do this review because I know a lot of the bourbon guys out there know, but perhaps maybe some of the Scotch guys who don't follow the bourbon scene as much, perhaps they don't know, and I think it's some good information. So Knob Creek is doing a lot of store picks in the last year or so. And like for this bottle, for example, this one is a Knob Creek selected by Saints and Sinners and Oaks Liquor. We have a Highland Park 1979 where we picked it as like the best bottle you could buy. That was also best bottle you could buy for under $1,000. That was also selected by Oaks Liquor. So this is another cask that's selected by Oaks Liquor. It's a Knob Creek. It says 9 years old on it, but that's just the way a lot of these are bottled. Some have the actual age on them where it shows you when it's been distilled and when it's been bottled, but this one doesn't. It just says the regular 9 years old on it, but it's actually a 14-year-old, okay? Because I know the person who selected this cask, so I know the exact age of it, but a lot of these store picks, they range between 12 and 14 years old. So, and they're great values. Bottled at 60% ABV, 14-year-old Knob Creek, and only at $60. It's tremendous value.
Absolutely.
And the quality. It's not just that it's a 14-year-old bourbon bottled at 60%. The quality is on a whole nother level. You get the standard 9-year-old Knob Creek, you can't even compare. It's 10 to 15 points better. It is completely different whiskey. Just an amazing bourbon for the money. So I just kind of wanted to highlight that. This is one example. When I see one at a store, I grab it. Just because I know a lot of these single barrels are amazing, and $60 is definitely worth it to find out how good it is. So without further ado, without further ado on the nose, this particular one's already sold out, but that's not the point of the review. The point of the review is if you haven't grabbed one of these Knob Creeks, store picks, grab one, especially if you know it's got some age to it.
Big time.
So, because I know they're gonna. I don't even know if they're still doing it, but if they are, I know it's gonna stop. A lot of times they'll put out these single cask as store picks just on a year or two short runs, develop a big name, and then just kind of stop doing it.
Stop and then done. Yeah.
Absolutely. On the nose. Exactly what I want a good bourbon to be. It doesn't have any of that extreme artificial corn sweetness. Instead of like candy corns, it's buttered popcorn. Just amazing. Salted caramel. Rich honey. Cigar wrapper. Leather.
I get like some freshly roasted hazelnut.
Definitely, like I was gonna almost say like I have some cashew butter in the fridge. Even is reminding me
that too. It's like oaky cashew butter.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, caramel, little maple syrup, not too sweet.
Definitely, it has that dusty, buttery popcorn leather cigar wrapper element to it. That's just really suggesting good age.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah.
And 60% is just releasing that full flavor.
Super tobacco. Oh, it's so nice.
It's really nice, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, 60%.
Yeah, this is a great bourbon. This is for the money, the best bourbon I've tried in a long time. For the money. Palate?
Oh, palate. Wow, that's impressive. So far, so good. For the money, that's the best bourbon I've had in a long time. Dang.
Powerful.
60%, yeah.
Really, really strong. A lot of bourbon, people like love their bourbons at like 65%. Drink it neat. That'll honestly kind of like burn your palate. It's not highly recommended. You're not going to taste so much. So this is definitely drinkable at 60%, but I like to lower it a little bit closer to like 50 to like 52%.
Right. Ideally, yeah.
Yeah,
Little
for
too
drinking.
high.
Yeah.
Right. But you need that for the nose.
Yeah, but not nice. It definitely, I could definitely drink this exactly the way it is. It totally works. The palate kind of stays very similar to what the nose was.
Oh, yeah.
I added 2 drops of water to lower the ABV a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Caramel, vanilla, almond. It's a little, powerful, alcohol. A little drying at first, but then it actually gets quite creamy, quite rich and luscious in the palate.
Palate with water.
Let's do it. Oh. Oh my God.
It's good.
It's that perfect, rich bourbon oak spice, that unique American bourbon oak spice that you expect out of the best bourbons.
And I'd say there are some
That's awesome.
people like the people that say Pappy 15 is much better than Pappy 23. We completely disagree, right?
Right.
Completely disagree. They say that the 20 and 23 are too oaky. Those people will say this is too oaky.
True.
But for us, this is not too oaky at all. At all. Not even, that doesn't even begin. Not too oaky at all.
Not even begin.
I'm loving
I need it.
that cigar. I feel like I just walked into like a cigar shop, right? And then I feel like I just walked into a movie theater with the butter popcorn, and then the salted caramel and the vanilla and the honey richness. Really, really solid.
You know what it is though?
Long finish.
Even more, it's the exact note. It's like the quality cedar and mahogany wood of the walk-in humidor.
Yeah.
That highlights all the tobacco and everything in cigars. It's kind of unique in that way. It's awesome. It's
Really,
so
really
pleasant.
nice.
Yeah.
Really, really nice.
Awesome.
This
It's awesome.
is really, really good. I give it an 88 out of 100. It's getting close to that 89 level. And that's not a bourbon score. That's an overall fine spirit score. If I was just comparing it to all other bourbons, this would be, like a 91, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really good. But as an overall score, comparing against everything I've ever tried, it's an 88. Truly enjoyable. At $60, it's like buy 4 of them.
Absolutely. By case.
Yeah.
And I think I like it a little better. I give it an 89.
Yeah.
It's
really
just,
good.
Bourbon, scotch, whatever. It's
Yeah,
got
it's really
everything
really
you want. And just, the oak play is so unique that it kind of gives me that bump up that
No,
wow factor.
and you know what? I've had it, every
awesome.
time I've tried it, I've scored it in that range. It was 89 the first time I had it. Then it was an 88, and today it's an 88. But it's right around that level. It's just it's amazing.
Awesome. Yeah.
And what other bourbons? Most bourbons.
Hell no.
Yeah, it's tough. It's really, really, really worth it. And I'd say if you want to compare it to like the regular standard 9-year-old release from Knob Creek that you get anywhere and everywhere, grocery stores and everything, that probably scores at like a 70, I don't know, 75 to like 77 range.
Right.
Nowhere close. Yeah,
So
below
show you
80.
the difference.
Yeah.
Versus the difference in price.
Yeah, so this is more than 10 points better. It's
Crazy
really
high value bourbon right here.
so if you've tried that, nothing close to it. And again, you might go buy a store pick and say it's amazing, or maybe it's not. You're obviously not drinking this one, but there are others that are just as good out there. So definitely worth seeking out.
Yeah.
So I just wanted all the Scotch people who may be considering a bourbon to have an option coming from mainly guys who focus mainly on Scotch, but we do drink quite a bit of bourbon. We do have a lot of bourbon bottles as well.
Right.
We're gonna start reviewing more bourbons.
Yes, sir.
In the near future. All right. We'll see you guys soon for many more reviews. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Cheers.